Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're taking a look at some really interesting excerpts. It's like they're from a story, a piece of fiction.
Right. And our job really is to pull out what they show us about how people first connect or, well, how relationships get started.
Exactly. We're looking at first impressions, these moments of um, stark honesty. The script calls them naked truths, which is quite a phrase.
It is. And just those weird, surprising ways people sometimes, find each other. What's really striking here is how fast people reveal things.
Yeah, deep stuff, even to strangers.
Makes you wonder about, well, our need for connection, maybe, and how vulnerability plays into it all.
Okay, so let's dive in. First stop, a rooftop. Boston. We've got Lily right after her father's eulogy. She's looking for, well, peace and quiet, basically.
I'm above everything. Just trying to process, probably.
And then, bam, her solitude's broken. A guy shows up.
Right. And she notices him immediately. Tall, broad shoulders. Looks like he's kind of falling apart, maybe.
Yeah, seems on edge. He kicks a patio chair, lights a joint. Not exactly a subtle entrance.
No. It's a real contrast, isn't it? She's in this quiet internal state, and he brings this, external agitation. Creates instant tension.
Definitely. Their first words are interesting. He says something odd about her being economical.
Which she sort of just acknowledges.
Yeah. Then she asks for silence, and he seems okay with that, maybe even relieved.
And then just asks, why she needed the fresh air. Simple question.
We find out he lives there. His sister's got the penthouse below. And Lily gets curious about this mystery house on top of the building.
Even there, you see this little dance, right? Boundaries, shared space. They're strangers, but they're kind of acknowledging each other. A hint of something.
And then it pivots. Suddenly.
Right.
Lily just drops her first naked truth about her dad.
As his daughter, I loved him, but as a human, I hated him.
Wow.
Pretty raw. But what's really interesting is his reaction. He's positive about it. Likes the honesty.
Yeah, he validates it. Maybe because, well, as we find out, he struggles with authenticity himself.
Could be. He shares his naked truth right after feeling like everyone's always pretending. So there's maybe a shared feeling there already. This dislike of fakery.
They end up lying down, just looking up. And then he shares something incredibly heavy. Witnessing a child's accidental death.
Oh, okay. That's a massive leap in vulnerability, sharing that with someone you just met.
Right. What does that even signal?
Maybe a feeling of being seen.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's easier because she's a stranger. Less baggage, less fear of judgment from your own circle,
Yeah, that makes sense. Then they get into their twisted truths. His thing about not feeling sorry for the parents.
And her absolutely brutal 5-word eulogy, which she actually recites for him.
She does. Hello, my name is Lily Bloom, and basically ends with 5 great things about my father. The first thing. That's it.
Oof. Sharing that stuff, the messy, maybe shocking feelings, it creates a different kind of bond, doesn't it?
Yeah, like an understanding beneath the surface, acknowledging that people are complicated.
Exactly. Validating in a weird way.
Then things take another turn, he suggests. Well, one night stands.
And Lily seems hesitant, but her no isn't exactly convincing, is it?
Not really. And the scene just ramps up, ends with this charged moment, him whispering, "How far would you go, Lily?"
Talk about escalation.
Yeah.
Trauma, honesty, and then bam, potential intimacy. It's a lot.
It really is. Shows how unpredictable these connections can be. That shared vulnerability maybe just opened a door to physical attraction.
Could be. Blurs the lines, for sure.
Okay, so scene change. Lily sees the same guy again, this time on a bus.
And she's looking closer now. Notices his eyes, right? Real blue eyes, like a Siberian husky.
Yeah, specific detail. And she's bolder this time. Just asks him straight out, "Why don't you live at home with your parents?"
Definitely more direct. That rooftop encounter clearly shifted something for her. Gave her permission, maybe.
Or it just sparked more interest, curiosity. Then another encounter, totally unexpected. She finds him, and in her head, she started calling him Atlas.
Atlas, right.
She finds Atlas asleep on her back porch in a rainstorm.
Wow, okay. So he's maybe homeless
Well,
or having a really rough time.
seems like it. And she really struggles with what to do, but she lets him come in to shower.
That's a huge act of trust or kindness, especially worrying about her parents finding out.
Totally. He showers, leaves quietly. And she's left thinking about him, this contradictory guy. Homeless, but something else too. She wants to figure him out.
That empathy, it's clearly growing. Despite how weird their meetings have been, she feels some kind of connection, some responsibility maybe.
Okay, now, shifting gears a bit, Lily starts a new venture. She's opening a flower shop.
Right, a new beginning for her.
And she meets Alyssa, hires her. But Alyssa doesn't seem like your average employee somehow.
Doesn't fit the mold.
Not really. And they just click instantly.
Yeah.
Over this shared kind of twisted idea for the shop.
So a different kind of connection here. Built on shared ideas, a shared vision.
Yeah, not the intense vulnerability, but common ground. Passion.
And that shared unconventionality, that twisted thing, that can be a really strong bond too. Finding someone else who sees things a bit differently.
For sure. Okay, then. Uh-oh. Physical vulnerability for Lily. She injures her ankle.
Oh, right when things are getting started with the shop?
And guess who shows up?
Let me guess. Rooftop guy.
Rooftop guy. Now we know his name is Ryle. He's there with Alyssa and someone called Marshall.
Okay, so their paths cross again.
Yeah, and Ryle seems, well, maybe drunk. Or just being Ryle. He makes this incredibly blunt comment to Lily.
Oh, no. What now?
Just straight up, I still very much want to fuck you.
Wow, okay. In front of Alyssa, who is apparently his boss now.
Yep, Alyssa's shocked. But Lily, she kind of just shrugs it off. Says Ryle speaks his mind.
Huh. So she's getting used to his directness. Maybe even finds it refreshing in a weird way.
Maybe. And then total switch. He helps her, checks out her ankle. Seems to know what he's doing medically.
So confusing. Crude 1 minute, carrying the next. A very complex, dynamic building there.
Definitely. Okay, now back to Atlas for a moment.
The guy from the porch.
Right. He sits with her on the bus again. Seems happier this time. Returns her tools she lent him.
So there's follow-through. He came back.
Yeah. And she invites him inside, again, secretly, avoiding the parents, just to watch TV.
Quiet companionship. Ordinary moments.
Exactly. And she notices their comedic timing lines up. They laugh at the same things.
That's significant, isn't it? Shared humor often points to a deeper compatibility, a different kind of intimacy than the intensity with Ryle.
For sure. More grounded, maybe, built in these quiet shared spaces outside of normal rules.
But still secret.
Still secret. And then the excerpts end with Ryle showing up again, suddenly, frantically.
Oh, how so?
He looks a mess, asks for how many doors he had to knock on to find her house. Seems desperate.
Okay, something's up.
Yeah. And he gives her this cryptic warning. He says, there's a really big naked truth coming, okay? Brace yourself.
Whoa, cliffhanger. What does that mean?
Exactly. Leaves you hanging. It suggests all the honesty, all the naked truths so far. Might just be the beginning.
And Ryle's panic implies this one is big, like life-changing big, maybe. Creates huge suspense.
Totally. So if we pull back, we see these really different ways relationships are starting. Lily and Ryle. It's intense, vulnerable, chaotic, blunt.
Yeah, sparks flying, but maybe dangerous sparks. That rapid slide towards attraction after a trauma.
Then Lily and Atlas. Much slower, quieter, built on empathy, shared moments, care, developing under the radar.
A gentler connection, perhaps, but with its own mysteries, like his homelessness.
And Lily and Alyssa, that connection is about shared vision, right? A professional bond, but with that twisted edge.
Right, different flavors of connection, but that theme of naked truth runs through it all. Those moments of unfiltered honesty, big or small.
They seem to be the catalyst, don't they? Revealing who these people really are underneath.
Absolutely. Which brings us to the final thought for you, listening. Taking all these beginnings, what do they suggest?
Yeah, what kind of future could you even imagine for these connections, given these intense, revealing, sometimes confusing starts?
Think about the impact of these moments, the weight of things still unsaid, those histories hinted at. What kind of tension does all that create moving forward?
Lots to chew on there. Thanks for diving deep with us today.